Hey, Pro here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I got a very special battle for you guys. And before we get started, I just want to say that I upload Wednesdays and Saturdays Pokemon battles, and mostly every day I just upload clips and how to EV spread or train your Pokemon properly with the move sets. And there's gonna within the battle there's gonna be clips here and there that's gonna seem skipped, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna explain it. And with that being said, I'm gonna introduce you guys to the team. So I got a battle against Joe here, and feel free to pause the video to see the scary threats he has. But with that being said, I start off with Scizor, and he's gonna go with Mamoswine. So right now, I think he's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. So I hit him with a Bullet Punch, and I know I got Defog, so it's just gonna do a lot of damage. Bullet Punch, and I know that the next move is gonna be my Defog, so I can just get rid of their Stealth Rocks. However, yeah, he does pop a Citrus Berry. Yeah, but I'm not really worried about that, you know what I mean? Most berries, like the Mago Berry though, the stuff that heals like 70%, it's the worst, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm gonna hit the Defog here. He's gonna switch to his Garchomp, so I'm not really worried about Garchomp either, you know what I mean? Because Scizor is a Beast, beast, if you know what I mean. And so right now I'm just gonna what am I gonna do? So I realized I can't really do much to this Garchomp, so I decided to switch out and hit my Hippowdon, because I know that it can either Sword Dance, Garchomp can either Sword Dance or Earthquake, but I'm still fine with either or. I get my Sand up, and he does go for the Earthquake, and it doesn't do really much because, well, it actually do a chunk because it's Life Orb. But, I'm going to get some leftovers, and it's pretty fine, you know what I mean? Because what I really want to do with this Hippowdon is just to get my rocks up. Just to get my rocks off, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? And, so I realized that we both can't really do much to each other, or he probably thought I had Slack off, but my Hippowdon doesn't. So he switched off to his Prwell'Z. And keep in mind, Prwell'Z is a beast in this game, especially with hidden ability, Share Force. So it's definitely scary. He's gonna get hit by the Sand. I'm gonna get some leftover recovery. And here I actually switched my Pokemon. So that's why you can see the communication standing by, all of that good stuff. But I go into my Tangrowth here because Prwell'Z is very scary. And I do know that it probably carries like an Ice Punch or Ice Beam, you know what I mean? But he actually goes into Sword Dance, and now I'm really, really scared. But Tangrowth is a bulky monster, as you can see. So I'm like, whatever, let's get hit by the Sand. He goes for the Ice Fang. I was like, wow, I thought he would have had Ice Punch. But nope. I put him to sleep, and I'm like, yeah, this gator gotta go. I thought he was actually gonna switch out or go to something else, like his Togekiss, but he doesn't. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I might as well just go for the Giga Drain and get up my HP back. So here, he actually does switch to Togekiss. That's why Togekiss is getting the Stealth Rocks right now. And yeah, my editing is really, really bad. So please bear with me. But his Feraligatr just switched to the Togekiss. You know what I mean? So his Feraligatr still sleep, but he just switched out because it didn't want to take a Giga Drain. And that's what my Tangrowth did. And I'm like, you know what? Togekiss is very scary. Let me switch out. And I'm like, you know what? The best guy for it is my Lantern. I don't know what it is. Shiny Lantern and regular Lantern. They both have similar shinies, but I'm just so in love with regular Lantern. I meant with Shiny Lantern. But anywho, so we get some leftover recovery because, you know, all that fighting, we get tired after a while. And then I'm like, let me go for the Ice Beam. You know what I mean? So I hit this thing off with an Ice Beam, but it has Protect. Ugh, the most annoying move ever. I hate people who use Protect, especially when they double Protect. Oh my God, that'd be the worst. But whatever. He just wants some more leftover recovery. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead, get some leftover recovery. I'm gonna get some too. That have been apple. It's needed. We're starving. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go for a Thunderbolt. You know, just to get the stab, cause I was predicting the Garchomp to come out, hit him with the Ice Beam, but Protect. And then it goes to Feraligatr for some reason. I guess it was scoping out the Ice Beam again, but I didn't predict that. I just hit him with the Thunderbolt and for the stab. But that Feraligatr is gone, and that is a big threat. It could have swept my whole team. But anyways, I'm gonna get some leftovers, and that's one big threat down. So Lantern's out here, you know what I mean, chilling with his Lantern with his 2 balls on his head. You know, it's like, what's good? What's really, really good? You know what I mean? So we're out here, we're just swimming, you know. So he brings in his Alakazam. I'm like, oh boy, this is a huge threat. So I decided to switch to my Scizor because I think Scizor is the best case scenario for taking attacks from Alakazam. So it hits me with a Psychic. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, I take that pretty well. After that, I decided to just go for the U-turn just to see if it was going to switch out or it was going to use like another move. But I'm pretty sure that it's Sash and it's just trying to convert. What's the word? To save it. I can't even say the word. So I'm like, you know what? I hit him with the U-turn right there. You know what I mean? I hit the Garchomp with the U-turn and then I switched off. So right now I go back to my Tangrowth because, oh no, my Hippowdon. I'm sorry. This is my first voiceover, so bear with me, guys. So I go back to Hippowdon. I'm like, you know what? We out here. We're strong. And I'm just going to click Earthquake just to get some damage off this thing. Yeah, so he switched out his Garchomp because, you know, the hippos, they're hungry right now. And he goes into Mamoswine. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I could just hit him with the Earthquake. And I thought that it was going to take him out. But hey, he actually lived it. So I'm assuming that this Mamoswine is bulky. You know what I mean? Which is fine, you know, because I know that I can kill him right now or it's going to die from Stealth Rocks next turn. So it goes for Ice Shot. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just gonna raw it out. So because it's not a problem for me now, and I know that the next Pokemon coming in is gonna get Stealth Rocks. However, it is an Alakazam, and Alakazam ability is just it's just overpowered. You know what I mean? It's not getting hurt by sand, rocks, or nothing. So I go for the Rock Slide, and it goes for the Psychic. So it hits me, and it does a big chunk. So I went for the Rock Slide, predicting Togekiss, or just to get some damage off of something. So I'm like, all right, right here, whatever. So this next part here is the Alakazam outsped me, and it hits me with a Psychic again. But I don't think you see the animation in the video. But yes, it does outsped me, and it just takes my Hippowdon out. That's why you see my Hippowdon going to 0. But it's all right. It was a hungry hippo, but now it's a fainted hippo. So I'm like, you know what? What's the base? What's the best for Alakazam? And you guessed it. It's my red-green beetle, Scizor. So I go into my Scizor looking shiny and green, glistening and all that good stuff. And I go for a bullet punch because I don't want to take no type of attacks from Alakazam. Alakazam is too scary. I hit it with a bullet punch. That takes out the Alakazam. I'm like, yay, yay. You know what I mean? And plus, Alakazam got an ugly brown shirt. Mine's got a pink one. So that's a serial killer down. shout out to Hayden. I'm gonna post a battle with me and Hayden also. You know what I mean? It was pretty awesome. So he goes into Staraptor, and Staraptor is very, very, very scary. So I'm pretty sure that the Staraptor is Scarf, so I decided to switch out and go to my Lantern because I know it could take a couple Brave Birds from it. Ooh, dang, these voiceovers is crazy. But anyways, it goes for the Brave Bird, and it actually does a lot to Lantern. But that's fine because I know that any type of attack that I use on it will take out this. We'll take out this, take out the Staraptor. So I go for the Ice Beam. I know that I could take another Brave Bird from it. And right there, I'm just like, you know what? This Raptor got to go down because it's scaring my Tangrowth. And I hit him with the Ice Beam, and down goes one of the biggest threats in biggest threats history. You know what I mean? A Choice Scarf Staraptor is always scary. Unless you got Choice Scarf Ditto. That's also scary. But anyways, I'm like, all right, we're hanging around. The ball's hanging, Lantern's chilling. And this one, he switched to Mamoswine. And Mamoswine just dies from the Stealth Rocks. So down goes, I think he has 2 Pokemon left, which is the Garchomp and the Togekiss. You know what I mean? So it goes to Garchomp, and I really can't do much to this guy, and I don't have no good switchings. So I just decided to let Lantern go down. So it hits me with an Earthquake, and down goes my fish. It's been a good goldfish, but it happens. So my Lantern goes down. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know what I mean? And I just got to go to the Green Beetle, the threat, my guy Scizor. So I go into Scizor. You know what I mean? I'm looking shining, glistening as always. I don't know what it is, but I actually like Green Scizor more because it's more related to Scyther. But anyways, I click Bullet Punch, and down goes the Chomp. The Garchomp. Garchomp is always scary. But seeing it faint on my opponent's side makes me feel so much better. Now, the last Pokemon he has is the Togekiss. So I'm pretty sure that I do outspeed it with the Bullet Punch. And I am adamant. So I know that a Bullet Punch from where it's at right now, it will take it out. It goes for a Protect. I don't really know why. I guess he just like to move Protect, but he's just delaying the inevitable. It got some leftovers thinking that the Bullet Punch won't take it out, but Technician, Scizor, Bullet Punch is always scary. You know what I mean? This is why most people run Bullet Punch instead of Iron Head. And with that being said, I take it out, and down goes Togekiss. That is a 4-0 battle. And I really enjoyed this battle. And thank you to my opponent, Joe. You know what I mean? So if you guys stuck with the whole video, thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me. I will be getting better with the editing, and the videos will come out a lot more better. I upload battles Wednesdays and Saturdays, so that's going to be my thing. But almost every day I'm going to be posting like little clips teaching Pokemon like the best nature, their move sets, and EV spreads. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe, or just comment, say like, hey, I watched the video, I enjoyed it, anything, it means a lot to me. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little under the weather also, if you guys haven't noticed, but anyways, like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. And with that being said, we out.